What's poppin' T-Subs and Squad? So listen, real quick. Because of the fact that Potomac and the Salt Wives come on the same night, and they say the Salt Wives is 2 hours long, Potomac, Potomac, this review is about to be pause buffer strats, okay? I'm gonna be pausing, giving my review during the commercials because I want to get both of the reviews out in time enough so that enough people get to see it before tomorrow morning's gag. So I say that to say this: whatever I miss in this review, it will be covered in the Let's Gag tomorrow. Okay. Whatever I may have missed, I promise you, if it does not get talked about in the actual review, it will get brought up tomorrow in the Let's Gag. All right. So, I get. All right, you guys. So the episode picks up where it left off at, and that was the argument between Kleenex and Ashley. So Kleenex says she wasn't body shaming her. She just said what she said out of anger. And I guess that was her way of apologizing. I guess Kleenex, you said that shit because you wanted to say it to her. You don't like Ashley, and you wanted to be mean and nasty to her. And the best way you knew how to do that was to bring up her body issues that she feels that she has with herself directly after having Dylan. So just say it, just call it what it is, Kleenex, please. Anyway, and you could have kept your tired ass apology. I mean, you really could have kept it. So Mia invites everybody to a goddess lunch down to the park. All right, I'll accept that. So Mia gives Tacky's Karen's request, and Tacky once again brings up Karen, Ray, and Death in the same sentence. Um, I mean, at this point, I really don't know what else people want out of Giselle. Giselle is proven time after time after time that she is just a nasty individual. As El Teddy would say, she's a deplorable human being. So I'm not shocked that she said it. I'm not surprised that she said it. And she meant every damn word of what she said. So it is what it is. Hey, have at it, Tacky. Moving on. Because I'm going to light your ass up tomorrow, and I'm going to get to you. So Karen is taking pictures and videos claiming that it's in Surrey County, but it's not. It's in Potomac. And at first I was about to say I don't know why Karen even showed us that, but I get it because you better fix your own tea before the next hoe do it for you. Because she already knew Tacky and that nigga in the dress was gonna figure out that she really wasn't in Surrey County doing it, and they would have put it all over the blogs. So I get it, Karen. Fix your own tea before somebody else do it for you. But can't. Whatever, Karen. Moving on. I'm gonna be real with you, Housewives of Potomac. This shit looking real boring. I'm just gonna be real, but whatever. So cause I'm bored. Um, Tacky at home with her girls, and then they ask her, do she ever wants to remarry or get married again, and she says absolutely not. And she hopes that they learn from her mistakes. Listen, the only thing I took from that, Tacky, is I'm finally glad that you finally admitted that you was just like all these other little young dumb hoes who got out here, and all you saw was the money, the cars, the clothes, the fancy houses, the trips, and the stature of being a first lady, and you just completely put away all the bullshit that he was doing to you, emotionally or whatever, to the back burner. So I thank you for finally admitting that. Miss, I'm a pedigree, and I came up in this, and I came up in that. Girl, sit your tired ass down. Um, this episode was is boring me. All right, because I'm pausing and doing this as it's going on, but it's really boring me. I'm just gonna be real. So Kleenex and Jobless. So Jobless tries to talk to Kleenex about upcoming events, and then they talk about the situation that happens, and then he talks about how she constantly makes him feel with her nasty ass attitude and the nasty ass shit that comes out of her mouth to say to people, and she wonders why people bust her in her damn shit for it. And I don't care what none of y'all feel about that, because I said what I said. So stay your tired asses out my comment section. it's just like I said, myself personally, I really don't feel like her and Chris in this marriage is gonna last for too much longer. I really don't. I don't see it lasting or staying in the test of time. I just don't see it. But whatever. Um, she apologizes to him, and then the both of them started pulling this number right here, and after that, I'm over it. Moving on. All right, you guys. So we got Wendy and Eddie at home, and they with their kids, and then they have the talk about police brutality, the George Floyd situation, and the trial. I'm over all of that shit, and it's no shade, but I just all 2020 and all 2021. That's all we saw on these reality shows. It's the same thing, and it's no shade, but I'm just sick and tired of seeing it. I'm sick and tired of seeing it. Moving on. So Karen and Ashley have lunch. So Dylan starts to cry when he see Karen. Karen, you know personally, Karen, I like you, but they say babies got a strong sense of discernment when it come to people. I'm just saying. Tommy don't like you now. Dylan don't like you. I'm more to show Angelica don't like you. I don't think Susie too fond of you either. I don't know what you gonna do. I don't know what you gonna do, child, because you not having the best of luck with people cheering. Run around here talking about something you want your grandkids to call you Diamond. Not grandma, not G-ma, not not Gram. You know, not Nana. Diamond. I guess Karen. So Karen fills Ashley in on how Tacky treated Wendy with all of the questioning, and Ashley tries to take up for Tacky. You want to know what I don't understand about Ashley? Ashley loves to conveniently forget that once upon a time, Giselle treated her just as nasty, just as fucked up as she treated all of the rest of these ladies. So it's just mind-boggling to me at how she's really walking around here calling Giselle somebody friend, or even trying to mention a notion that people should be catering to Giselle and her feelings. I agree with Karen. Why the fuck should we give her that when she never gives us that type of grace? It's never grace when it comes to us. She wants to know business about our personal info so that she can sit up and talk about it amongst her kitty click and pal so they can have something to bring up when the rest of the group comes. That's all that shit is. Like, Ashley, you was really getting on my damn nerves in that scene. You really was. You was really pissing me off, child. You was really pissing me off, Ashley. I ain't like that shit, Ashley. You was pissing me off. Let's not forget, she was the one who came up there with Dickless when she called herself trying to fight you down in your kangaroo restaurant. Like, how quickly you forget about all this shit. Moving on. Lord have mercy, Jesus. So, Dickless going to see the life coach. You know, while I know a lot of y'all are expecting me to have some type of grace for Robin during this time, because ordinarily I probably would if I actually liked the person. But in this instance, fuck that bitch. I don't see it for her. What bothers me with Robin is, first of all, I'm going to be real with you. I feel like life coaches are better suited for people that has taken the proper steps, like going to therapy, and in order to make sure that they stay on track with what it is that they're trying to reach for, then they go out and find life coaches. I feel like that's the proper way, in my opinion. That's the proper way to use a life coach. I feel like Robin is putting the cart before the horse because she feels as though she don't need no damn therapy. Dickless, you need therapy. You need fashion therapy, you need hair therapy, you need makeup therapy, and you also need intensive therapy when it comes to you, your personality, your finances, the way you handle people, the way you view friendships, the way you put people on motherfucking pedestals. Like, you really need some damn therapy. I listen, that's just how I feel. I don't have no grace for Dickless. I don't. Miss me with all that. So Mia's Goddess's lunch. So Wendy and Escala looked impeccable. Wendy and Escala looked impeccable. I loved what the both of them had on. I was all down for Wendy and Escala. I was here for it. Ashley showing up with Dylan again. I really don't understand why Ashley don't leave Dylan with the damn nanny. That's what the nanny is for. Pump you some breast milk in the bottle, girl, and go on ahead and show up and have fun with your girlfriends without Dylan. Dylan don't want to be there anyway. Like, I'm more than sure Dylan had to push back and postpone a lot of business meetings because you just insist on taking him everywhere you go. Like, in my opinion, you kind of look a little foolish at this point because it's not as if you're a new mom. You have a new baby, but you're not a new mom. Like, I don't understand why you just can't pump your damn titty milk. Leave it there. Leave him there with the baby so that him and Tommy can do their quarterly meetings and every damn thing else that they need to do around there, and you go have fun with your people. But whatever, Ashley. So Tacky shows up. One thing that bothers me about Tacky, and she does it all the time, is she always finds a reason to complain about something. Like, she just had to complain about the walk it took from her to get from her car to where the damn luncheon was. Like, this bitch always got a fucking complaint. She crawls under my skin. Moving on. All right, y'all. It's starting to pick up a little bit, the episode. So, Kleenex shows up with that Shirley Caesar wig. Burn it. It was an absolute fail. Don't wear that shit no more. Dickless shows up in her 1996 prom dress that she had refurbished and tried to make her look a little bit new. Girl, if you don't take off that damn bridesmaid's dress you had better. So Kleenex and Ashley come to an understanding. Good, I'm glad they did. The understanding is they're like oil and water. They don't mix. They're never going to mix. And they're just going to give each other their space. I was here for that. So Mia wants the ladies to go around the table and say something that they love about each other. So then Tacky tries to talk to Wendy about her intentions with the Eddie rumor. And Wendy feels like them being in good terms is only temporary. And I totally agree with that. Wendy already knows that Giselle is going to come with some bullshit down the line and that this was only done just to make Mia happy down at her event. So I totally understand it. So Tacky says that she's not the one trying to destroy people's families, that's Karen. So then Tacky admits that the information that was given by Monique and myself and all of the other bloggers, she already knew about that. But that's no shock to me. I already knew you knew about that. You knew about all of that, which is why we said the storyline was fake. But I'm glad that you're finally admitting it now. But you really should have did that last season. See, you're not honest. And you... And this whole notion that Karen is out here trying to destroy people's families, I don't really think that. I don't really think that. I don't. And you are not the person to sit up and try to talk about how you don't destroy people's families when you and Dickless and Kleenex set up last season with Sharice and her tired ass Bang and that trifling bitch Gigi sitting around there trying to think of come up with a whole plot about how Chase wasn't Chris's son. So is that not considered sitting around trying to destroy somebody's family? Sit your ass down somewhere. Moving on. Child, y'all bitches in this fake gang get along shit is really about to piss me off. So, Tacky says that what Karen did and said about her hurt her and her children, which is a bald-faced lie, because them daughters don't even like you, let alone Reverend Dr. Donkey Kong. But whatever. Kleenex felt like Tacky finally admitting her feelings that she was hurt was a huge step. Kleenex, you're a naive little girl and you're never going to learn. Karen apologizes and she wipes they both want to wipe the slate clean or whatever. That shit was so fake. It was so fake and it wasn't needed. It wasn't needed. I don't bit more believe that Karen and Giselle will ever be friends than the man up there in that moon. It ain't never gonna happen. And I'm totally confused as to why Karen offered Tacky an apology of any kind. Like, Karen, Karen that was real fake. Karen, that apology, it was real fake. And I really just wished you wouldn't have gave it. But y'all, that's really all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. The episode was boring as shit until the end. But then they pissed me off with that fake gang get along bullshit that they trying to do. So it is what it is. Whatever I missed, I give it to y'all tomorrow in the laugh. Now we finna get down to these salt wives. I'm gone. Bye.